Okay, so now we have our basic system operational. So we have our packet broker, our CView 400 NG installed, and we've proven that we can pass data and have that connected. We've also set up our C store, and again, we've connected the two together to make sure that everything is working and we're able to see packets flowing in and out of our network. The last thing we need to do really now is to install our management platform. So this is our cClear system. So what we're going to do is we've already gone through how to set this system up, but what we now need to do is to connect all of the components together within our cClear environment. And we can do that manually through the configuration option, and we can add cViews and cStores and groups and network monitors all in parallel. Alternatively, we can just go ahead and use the wizard. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up our devices first of all. So we click on our setup devices here, and it's going to ask us which one do we want to do. So we're going to start with our cView. So we're going to enter our cView, and the first thing it asks us for is the device IP address. So 172.16.55.11 is our IP address. We're also going to provide our user login. So we're actually going to use the onboard user account to connect to it. So the username for our cView is cPacket, and we need to put in our password, which we changed on our hardware earlier. Okay, and that basically should be everything that we need to now connect this cClear to that cView broker. So we'll click connect. It's connected and it's validated it. So it's asking us to give it a name within our system. So I'm going to call this cView 400 NG01 just for a convenience sake. We've got the IP address. I'm not going to bother with a device group or a device ID. And we're going to tell the system that we want to go ahead and just collect all the metrics. So every time there's an update on that broker, we want to bring that information into our cClear, and we want to store it so we have instant access to that in real time. We can also set up other things like strict enforcement of SSL, which we're going to cover in a later video. And we also can say, well, do we want this to be the master cClear for all of this network setting? So again, I'm going to leave that open for the moment. And we're going to go ahead now and hit save in this configuration. So that will now update the system and start to bring that broker online and into the cClear system. And you can see in the background here, it's now showing us online. But it's now saying, because we're in the wizard, do we want to go ahead and also add our C store? So I'm going to click yes to that as well. And again, it's going to ask us for some information about this. So this one is our C store 10S01. Okay, we also need the IP address of this particular device. So again, it's 172.16.55.12. Okay, we've got 112 in there, so we'll just take out 12. Again, we want to collect all of our metrics. Now, we'll probably have to wait for the system to connect before we can switch that on, but we also need our username. Now, for this one is cStore, and our password. And again, okay. And again, we don't want to check that, and we want to ensure that the select cView to connect to cStore. This should all be fine as it is. So we can just go ahead now and click save. And again, that should now onboard our cStore into our system. So again, now we can see here our cView has been onboarded. It's connected. We've got all the version information, the serial number, ID, etc. But we should also have the same information now for our cStores. So I can click on the cStore, currently showing as connected. So it's just come up online. We can see it has identified the type. And now what we can do is we can go ahead and switch on the metrics for that device. So now we'll start to get additional information about the transmit rate, the traffic rate coming in from our brokers, also how much storage, and information about that is now all available from there. So we're now starting to build up our network and get access to that information. So again, we can do we can see our cView units, we can get the serial number, and we now have our C store. Again, we have that configured and operational. So again, we're starting to see we're getting data information coming from those devices. And we should also, next, once we've got those configured, we should now also be able to set up our ports, which we're going to cover in the next video.